Okay, guys, I had someone ask me how to, or if I could make a video about how to go back and actually start doing this from the get go. So what I'm going to do is I went to, and by the way, if you're having problems, just type this in your bar: app.sketchup.com/app question mark HL equals EN. Okay. I somehow got caught in one of these like loops where it was asking me, but as soon as I had or went back and tapped on this in my history, it brought it right up. So I'm going to go to create new, feet and inches. I'm going to get rid of my lady here. I'll go down. I'll make my rectangle come out. Now I'm going to type in 0.75, comma 0.75. I know that people said that they've been having a hard time with that. If it's an option, I still want you to do it. If it's not an option for you, I do understand, but I'm going to hit enter and it disappears for me. But I'm going to go down here and I'm actually going to go to this, and it is actually called, well, it's underneath Zoom Extents. Okay. So as soon as I do that, what it does is it actually brings me to here. I'm actually going to rotate a little bit more so I can see more of the top view. And then from there, I'm actually going to zoom out a little bit too. So by clicking and scrolling down, I can zoom out. And then I'm actually going to use another one that's called pan. And so what I'm basically doing is making sure that I give myself enough room that whenever I pull this block up, I can make it go up to the 3/4 that I want it to. So I'm going to grab here and I'm going to start pulling. And down here in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see how much. There's my 3/4. I dropped it. Now I do want dimensions on these, so I'm going to go here and go to dimension. I'll click on this line and bring out 3/4. I'll click on this line and come out to 3/4. And I'll go to my height and I'll go out to 3/4. So here's, even if these are not the exact same dimensions that you have on yours, I still want those on there. Okay. I'm going to draw mine as perfect as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and get my pencil. I'm going to find the midpoint here and I'm going to draw a line across, and it's going to be 0.375. And the reason for that is half of 3/4. Okay. I'll click enter and it actually drops it right there in the middle. I will actually go ahead and get my circle tool, use that as my center point, and I will just go ahead. Notice I'm not dragging, guys. That's the other thing I want you guys to pay attention to. Please do not drag. All I'm doing is clicking and then moving. I'm not actually holding it down whenever I'm making a line or a circle. But I'm actually going to go to 1/4 here, and the reason for it is that's a radius, not a diameter. So as soon as I go there and go ahead and type that in, I'll use my erase tool and I'll get rid of this line. Okay. I will go ahead and sink this down some. We'll say 1/8 of an inch so I can still see the bottom, but I can see the hole. And then finally, I'm going to put a dimension on this. And right there's my 1/2 inch diameter for it. And that's actually the project I want you to do. Again, if you do not end up with the exact same measurements, that's okay. Because I do understand we've been running into an issue. I am in the process of trying to get a Chromebook that I can borrow for a short period of time so I can actually try it and see what you guys are running into. When you're done with it, please take a screenshot and send it in. The other thing is to save it, you go to Untitled, go ahead and click SketchUp, and then I can actually click on my cube, which is, I would overwrite it if I put it in, which I don't necessarily want to do. I already have one that's done and done right. But you would actually just type in cube and then hit save, and it would actually say cube up here in the top, and you know you're done, and it's saved for you. If you guys have any other questions or anything, please let me know.